everybody, welcome back to another classic Mat Pilates. I've got a few people with me here live on Zoom. So morning everybody at home, thanks so much for joining me. So the theme of our class today is it's all about the journey. Today we're really going to focus on our transitions. So let's begin. Let's stretch our legs out in front of us. If you're struggling with this, you can have a little bit of a bend in your knees. You could have your feet on the floor like so. And then I want you to stretch your arms out in front of you with your palms down, anchor those shoulder blades down, sit as tall as you can. Then we're going to twist from the torso and both arms are going to go with us, just a little twist. Now when you feel like you don't want to go any further, the back arm is going to open. Again, it doesn't need to go too far, just a little reach back. Then we're going to bring the arm back, the torso stays as it is, and then the torso returns. And we're going to switch sides. So we could say that we're moving from A to B here, and then from B to C here, and then from C back to B, and then from B back to A. So let's make it not about hitting A, B, and C, but about those transitions, those journeys from one point to the next. And you can really take your time with it. And this is when we notice our body, we notice how it's feeling, we notice which muscles we have to engage to create the movement. We notice which muscles might be feeling a bit tight today. But we'll learn a lot about our body and we'll work much deeper into our body. Okay, so hold it there. Hopefully you've done the same amount to each side. You're gonna do like a little roll back, and as you roll back, you're gonna draw a circle in the air with your arms and then end in your upright position. And then we're gonna reverse it. So let's breathe out and breathe in. Reverse. So we're starting to engage the deep core. Maybe your legs are engaged, little squeeze together with those inner thighs, which is going to activate the pelvic floor, the diaphragm. We talked about a lot of these muscles in last week's class. The TVA, that seatbelt muscle, is scooping in. The shoulder blades are anchored down, so our secondary powerhouse is engaged. Let's do one more here. And sit up nice and tall. Okay, from here, moving really slowly. You're gonna slide the one knee in and you're gonna send your forehead towards your knee. Lift the elbows out wide, shoulders down. Then, taking hold of the back of your calf, maybe a little pitch back off the sit bones, we're gonna do a little leg stretch. Lovely. Then we're gonna reverse it. So the foot returns to the floor, the forehead returns to the knee. And then let's reach the arms out, sit tall, slide the leg away and switch legs. So again, let's make this about the transitions from one point to the next. Lifting that chest, lengthening that spine, lengthening that leg if you can. Good, and slow return. And lengthen. Let's do one more on each leg. And let's breathe. We're gonna exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Looking great. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Sit tall. Great. Once again, if you can keep your legs straight, keep them there. But if you need to bend them, you can. Hands behind your head. We're going to go for our neck pull, one of our traditional mat exercises. So we're going to start to peel the spine off that imaginary wall behind us, nodding the chin to the chest with a little bit of weight from the hands on the back of the head, but we're not forcing into the stretch. Take a moment there. And then let's make it all about the journey, all the way back up to that upright sitting position. Open up the chest, open up the elbows, squeeze those inner thighs together. And we're gonna do that little teeny tiny pitch back from the hips. and return. Let's do that again and breathe. That's exhale and inhale. Take it back, exhale and inhale. Little pitch back, exhale and inhale. How are we feeling? Can we do one more? Are you getting that fantastic stretch all the way down the superficial back line? So the class before last week, we talked about our lines of fascia. So right now we're lengthening out that back line of fascia. Hopefully you're feeling it. Little pitch back. And return. Good. How are we doing? Have we done that one? Nice. Okay, the arms are going to come back out in front of us. From here, the knee that's closest to me, I want you to bend and the elbow kind of follows it and we open up to face me. That hand goes back to the floor and the other arm reaches back and you can kind of roll this hip in and get that lovely rotation through the torso. Then we reverse the movement. So the arms reach back, the leg extends, we sit tall and we're going to switch sides. So the knee and elbow kind of go back, hand to the mat, reach, 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 twist, 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 and take it back. Okay, so now you've got the movement. Let's flow from A to B to C and reverse, making it all about those transitions, working deep into your body, noticing what muscles you're engaging to create this lovely controlled movement. Remembering that Joseph Pilates called his method contrology. So it's all about the full control, the full mastery of our body. Ooh, I love this one. Should we do one more in each direction? Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Breathing in and out. One more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you finish that one, bring the hands into the chest. We're going to go straight into our snake. So another spine twist. The hands come to the mat, drop the chest, lift that top leg and reach it back in the opposite direction. Push into the hands, the hip returns, the leg returns, the torso returns, and we're going to turn and rotate to the other side. And back. So last week we talked a lot about our obliques, those muscles that go down the side of your core, your primary powerhouse. So think about finding and using your obliques to control those transitions. So the rotational movement means that these obliques have to both stretch and then contract. Good, let's do one more to each side and hopefully your spine is starting to feel mobilized, your back muscles are starting to feel lengthened out. Brill. So finish off that one you're on and we're going to do one roll down. So let's make it a really good one. So arms out, head down, fingertips up. Scoop in that TVA, that transverse abdominis or that seat belt muscle across your tummy and roll down through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Rest the upper body down and then step your feet in for me so that your knees are bent. Lovely. Okay, so we've done quite a lot of nice kind of flowy work to get our body warmed up. We're now going to do some really concentrated work into the core. We do a lot of these all the time, but not forgetting about our transition work. So finding neutral pelvis, relaxing the chest, we're going to do our leg lifts to tabletop. So really slowly bring that one leg up, make it about the journey from A to B. Then the second leg is going to lift slowly. Slowly, don't just pop straight up to tabletop. Yes, and that's when we're going to work. Then let's take that first foot down, moving slowly, slowly, slowly. And let's take the second foot down. Great. And I feel like when I really slow down the transitions, I notice other areas of my body that shouldn't be working. So right now, we shouldn't feel tension in the neck, in the chest, in the shoulders. If you're feeling that, slow down a bit more and relax the upper body and really try and get the core muscles, the primary powerhouse, to take over on this one, which I know is a lot easier said than done. Okay, now I've done a few leading with the same leg, so I'm going to switch my leading leg now. If you've been doing the same, then make sure you do a few with the other leg moving first, because it does make a difference. We're always instinctively wanting to move the stronger side, the more dominant side first. So let's mix that up. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Almost feel like somebody is watching you move in slow motion. Good, okay, now when you're in your tabletop position next with both legs, I want you to hold it there. Okay, so let's make sure those feet are in line with the knees, not too high, not too low. So you've got a cup of tea resting on the one shin. And then we're going to drop the one knee out to the side. Another one we did last week, and we were really focusing on TVA, on internal and external obliques, so we can really apply everything we learned last week to this exercise. But we're adding on the transition work today. So slowly moving from point A out to point B, making it about that journey. And then slowly returning. And I think again, when we slow down, we can feel the obliques working to stabilize the spine. And it makes it a lot harder. Okay, I want you to do one more here, or maybe do another if you need to. So you've done the same amount on each leg. Okay, and another one we did last week. We're going to place the tippy toes down onto the floor, so just rest them on the mat. Stretch the other leg into the air, and we're going to do wobbling around. Really quick, but really small single leg circles here. Try and keep this bent knee really still, keep the torso really still, and reverse the circles. Brilliant. And let's switch. Quick leg switch, tippy toes on the floor, leg straight if you can. If you need to drop the leg, this will make it a little easier on the hamstrings if you need to. Okay, and reverse the leg circles. Brilliant, and then tippy toes down, and then just hug your knees into your chest. Good, take a moment there. Well done. Okay, so let's come back to tabletop with the legs. We're going to reach the arms away and we're going to come up into our sit-up, engaging that secondary powerhouse. So anchoring down with the shoulder blades, pulse those arms for me. So we're doing our hundreds. So when you're ready, on an exhale, you're going to start to stretch your legs away, going for about 5 counts to get all the way out there, and then returning for 5 counts. Filling those 5 counts with movement. So all about the journey. Here we go. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, knees in, head down, and relax. Take a moment there. Well done. Okay, that was our little section, really concentrating on the core. Let's get flowing again a little bit more. So stretch the legs down to the mat, reach your arms overhead. We're going to do a roll up kind of exercise sequence. So you're going to start by lifting your arms but your head stays on the floor and your arms are going to come all the way down by your sides. Then you're going to swoosh your arms down the mat as you roll up, scoop in the tummy, and then swoosh those arms all the way up into the air. And I want you to find this perfect right angle from your hips. You don't want your arms to be here. I want you to get those fingertips right up over the shoulders. Then we're going to reverse it. So we scoop in the tummy, we flex forward. The hands drop to the mat. We roll back down through the spine and the arms reach overhead. Let's do that again. So the arms come down by your sides first, which makes it quite different to our usual roll up. Then swoosh those hands down the mat as you roll up and scoop them up. Find that right angle. And reverse, pull in the tummy, that TVA, roll down through the spine and arms overhead. Okay, what have we got? About 3 or 4 different points that we're hitting on this exercise. So let's make it about the journey. So A to B, B to C, C to D, and reverse, D to C, C to